Okay, I call the meeting to order at 6:01. There are no minutes at this point. Just a quick recap. Isabel and I went to the Polar Park. It was a cold and blustery night. Wasn't quite what I had expected. It was for the 4 boroughs, so they brought all the nonprofits on the field and just kind of said what we did, and that was it. So we don't have a check yet. I checked today, so we don't know what we're getting. We'll just utilize that towards next year. But it was a lot of fun. It was great to be on the field. The Trotter High School band played the anthem, which was absolutely amazing. I mean, they are just so good. So good. Isabel, do you want to add anything to that?
No, playing. It was wonderful.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Isabel.
Yeah, Isabel, we're having a hard time hearing you.
Oh, sorry about that. Okay.
That's better.
Okay.
Okay, so balances in the account. The only thing that changed from the last time we talked about it was we did get the $2,000 check from the generosity of, Ferris Development. So we appreciate that. So I'll just quickly go through the balances prior to us awarding scholarships. The Hubley is at 2341.
Wait,
The
say it
town.
slower, Lisa.
I'm sorry. I know I have this habit. I'm just on high speed all the time. The Hubley is $2,341.
Yes.
The town is $2,590, but my understanding is there's another $1,000 check, as I'd mentioned before, is coming. It's just not here yet.
Okay.
The Harris is at 1,978. And the Rainieri is at 4,780.
4,780.
Yeah, the $2,000 check really brought it up. So, which was great. Those are the balances. So based on what we had talked about prior, about if the $2,000 came in time, that we would up the 2 Rainieri scholarships. What I figured, these are what the balances would be. I don't know that you need to put these down, Stephanie, in the minutes, but just for our FYI, if we gave out the 1,000 for the Harris going into next year, we'd have $1,341.
Yes.
The town, when the 1,000 comes in, will bring us back up to 2,590. The Harris will go down to 978. And with giving out the 2 1,500s that we talked about, and I did my math wrong on that, sorry, 47,880. We would be at 32. Yeah, roughly 3280, I think it is. So going into next year without, all the fundraising that we're planning on doing prior to that. So I think we'll be in really good shape going into next year and still being able to award good scholarships. So next on the agenda, review the award introductions. So everybody sent them. I thought they were awesome. I know I will just say that I went back and I added a little bit more meat to mine after reading some of the other ones that we got. You guys did such a great job. They were just really great.
Excellent. Can I ask you one question? My numbers are a little bit different, Lisa.
Okay.
We're giving applicant number 1 and number 5. I didn't write their names down because I'm taking it from last month.
Right. Yep.
Or last meeting. They're each going to be getting $1,500. So
correct.
We're going to take $3,000 out of Stephanie Rainieri's. So that'll give us $1,780 plus any more checks that would come in.
You're correct. Thank you. Thank you for catching that. I don't know why I wrote 1,500 down. I think it was doing the additional.
I just want to go through it just to be
thank you.
So that's the only change from numbers that we'll be giving out for the scholarships. Those are just a little bit extra, 1 and 5.
1 and 5. Yep. And we're going to revote them all just because we have to do that. And then we have another vote we have to take too once we get through this. So the only thing I wanted to say too, Maria, is thank you for sending yours. The only thing I wanted to say was where you talked about that it's newly founded in memory of Stephanie, and you talked about Stephanie. When we start the awards, Stephanie's family is going to be there. Sorry, Rex, stop. When we start the awards, Stephanie's family will be there. So I was going to talk about a little bit about Stephanie and the award and working with the family. So if it's okay with you, Maria, if I could just take out, or if you want to edit it, however you want to do it.
No, you go ahead, or whatever works better for you, Lisa.
Okay. Yeah, I thought you did a great job, but where the kids are going to be there, and I think Stephanie's dad's going to be there as well. I thought we would just kind of introduce it as the first year and You know, so if you're good with that, I'll just make that one change.
Super.
Perfect. Okay. Did anyone have anything else to add on the, what the select board are going to read?
No.
Okay, seeing none. So we need to vote to approve the scholarship awards. So I think if we just do them by number versus name, at this point, because they haven't been awarded and I don't think it's necessarily public yet. So is there a motion to award to applicant one, the Stephanie Capello Scholarship in the amount of $1,500?
Make that
Second.
motion. Yep.
Okay, motion and second. Okay, we have to do a roll call vote because we're on Zoom. So roll call, Stephanie,
Yes.
Christine,
Yes.
Isabel,
Yes.
Maria,
Yes.
and Lisa, yes. So I will tell you for applicant one, we're still waiting to hear back if they're attending. So whether they do or not, it's still going to get read the same way and someone will accept on their behalf. Might even be nice if one of us accepted on their behalf from the select board. Scholarship applicant number two. Do I have a motion to award applicant number two, the Carol Harris Scholarship in the amount of $1,000?
I make
Yes.
that nomination.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, perfect. And we will do a roll call vote again. Stephanie,
Yes.
Christine,
Yes.
Isabel?
Yes.
Maria
Yes.
and Lisa, yes. Okay, and applicant two is attending.
Okay.
All right. Applicant number three, do I have a motion to, let's see, this one was a town. Okay. Approve applicant number two receiving a town scholarship in the amount of $1,000?
Yes.
Okay. Is there a second?
Second.
Perfect. Okay, roll call vote again. Stephanie,
Yes.
Christine,
Yes.
Isabel,
Yes.
Maria,
Yes.
and Lisa, yes. So they are going to try to attend. There's another award ceremony that night. So we'll know for sure after the fact. Okay, do I have a motion for applicant number four to receive the Linda Hubley Scholarship in the amount of $1,000?
Yep.
Is there a second?
Second.
Perfect. Roll call, Stephanie,
Yes.
Christine,
Yes.
Isabel,
Yes.
Maria,
Yes.
and Lisa, yes. And this applicant is attending.
Great.
And lastly, do I have a motion for applicant number five to receive the Stephanie Ranieri Scholarship in the amount of $1,500? Isabel's yes? Okay. Thank you. Stephanie second. Okay, roll call. Stephanie,
Yes.
Christine,
Yes.
Isabel?
Yes.
Maria and Lisa?
Yes.
Is yes. Thank you. And they will be attending as well. So one last vote we need to take is the townhouse asked for us to vote to authorize the townhouse to sign the checks for distribution to each recipient. So,
Okay.
Isabel, okay, Isabel's yes. Do I have a second?
Second.
Perfect. Thank you. Roll call on that. Stephanie.
Yes.
Christine,
Yes.
Isabel.
Yes.
Maria
Yes.
and Lisa, yes. Okay. So lastly, the only thing we have to do is just kind of briefly talk about the plan. I posted the meeting for 5:45 so we can get there a little bit early. The recipients have been invited. Kate Donahue is coming. She's bringing citations. Isabel, it was beautiful what you wrote. Would you be willing to read that as we hand out the flowers and for Katie?
Like, sure.
Okay. It was beautiful, and I really think coming from you would mean an awful lot because you've worked with Katie a lot on this over the years. So that would be great. I talked to Andrew Dennington today, the chair of select board, when I was at the townhouse. So he's aware. He's just kind of let us do our thing until it's time to award them. I'll speak briefly about the Stephanie Capello, and then we'll just get right into the awarding of the scholarships. I'm going to send over, if everybody's all set with their introductions to the applicants, I'll send those over to the select board today. And yeah, then we'll do pictures. Terry from Access Media is coming. She's going to do some video inside. She's going to do some outside, and she's going to put together a nice little clip for us. So, and she has some ideas going into the future too. So
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Hook for those pictures.
Yeah, that'll be great. And that's all. I have. So if we meet at 6:45 on Monday at the townhouse, we'll meet downstairs.
You mean 5:45?
All right. Oh my
Okay.
gosh. Too many meetings this week for me. Sorry.
I thought you said Tuesday.
Tuesday at 6:45, 5:45.
Maria's not coming. It's just going to be the four of us, I think.
Right.
That's right.
Okay, so, but we'll take lots of pictures and, you know, we'll get the kids to do a thank you on video and, you know, we can utilize that later as well. And I'm sure we'll take pictures as well. So,
Perfect.
all right, let me get this right. Tuesday, 5:45.
Yes.
Holy smokes, that was a tough one to say. All right, so ladies, I think that we're good. This was quick and easy, but we got all the votes taken care of, and I will pick up the flowers for someone. And watches the video. I don't want to say it. Stop it, Rex. Sorry. Worse today. Sorry, go ahead, Isabel.
The certificate,
Yeah, so Katie's gonna take care of the certificates for all of the recipients as well.
and then I've got one that's gonna go with the letter.
For
For the person, for the
Yes.
letter? Yes.
so
So
yeah,
there's-
so do we want a specific one, a certificate from us, or Kate Donahue's doing a citation?
For-
The for our flower person. Is that what you're
Right.
talking
That's what
about?
we're talking about right now.
That perfect.
Okay, yeah. Or did you want us, I can have someone else make us a certificate for the flower person
Well, no,
if you want.
I give something to the flower, we've got the letter and then Kate's certificate. I think that's wonderful.
Okay, okay. And I did ask, just so everybody knows as well, I asked Kate Donahue to give us a certificate to give to Kathy Cook. She was instrumental last year in us getting money, and she was a big help this year in, you know, making the calls that I couldn't make.
That
So,
would be, that,
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you for thinking of that.
yeah, she's done a lot. So, there was no question last year with the ARPA money. I mean, at that meeting before it started, and they voted for the 5,000 last year. So again, just an extra thank you. So.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I have, ladies. If there's nothing else, do I have a motion to adjourn?
Yes.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, we'll do a roll call one last time. Stephanie,
Yes.
Christine,
Yes.
Isabel.
Yeah.
And Maria
Yes.
and Lisa. All right, ladies, thank you. We'll see you Tuesday.
Thank you.
Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.